One of the biggest lies that the world has ever told us is that we can be whoever the hell we want to be, that we can be whatever we want to be. That's not true. There are certain things that are not possible. We're not born with those capabilities and abilities. I mean, if somebody 5'4", 5'5" wants to be the NBA star at the level of LeBron James or Michael Jordan, I don't think that's possible. There are certain things that individual can't control, and height is one of them. The requirement of the height in the NBA is something that that stops him from being who he wants to be. Same in the military for 4'5", 4'9". You can't go into the military if you want to be a fashion model and your height is not a minimum 6 feet as a male. I don't think you can make it. The minimum requirement of height to be a fashion model, if you want to walk on the ramp, is 6 feet. If you're 5'4", 5'6", you can make it. That's the reality. You don't control it. So when somebody tries to tell you that the reality is what you make of it, that you can think and you can be that manifestation, that's not true. Very incorrect. Absolute bullcrap. The reality is what is there. The reality has already been created by the creator. You can call it God, you can call it the highest governing force, whatever. But we just have to face that truth. If we believe that what we can think can come true, that's just a delusion. That's not reality. If I say I want to be Kylie Jenner's husband, you think that's going to be possible? No, that is not. If an individual lives in Norway and then wants to be the president of the United States, I mean, he's born in Norway, grew up in Norway, doesn't even speak a word of English, but he has a dream of becoming a president of the United States. And his mom and dad has been, or the people surrounding him has been telling him since day one that, oh yeah, if you think that you can be president of the United States, one day you will. That is not true. That's just illusion, and that's lie. There are certain things we do not control, and luck matters a lot. Some people are born with a bad luck and some are born with a good luck. The hard work is necessary, dedication is necessary, but if you do not have good luck, you're not going to make it. I've seen a lot of very hardworking, smart, intelligent people failing in the life. I've seen them, failing in the life because they have bad luck. Could be the same strategy works for somebody else and not for you. It could be that you're absolutely stupid at something, but you end up getting very successful. Somebody like Messi are born with a luck. That's why Messi can stop playing for 2 years completely, and then he comes back and he will possess the same kind of the skills because he has that kind of a natural talent. Same with Magnus Carlsen when it comes to chess. He's naturally genius at chess. I don't believe that a man is master of his own fate. We're born with a destiny. We're born with a fixed fate, and we just walk on that path that has already been decided for us. A lot of the people are not going to like what I'm saying, but that's what the reality is. If you believe something other than that, that is delusion. It's just like that will work as a shock absorbent. Like if I say that, oh, you know what, reality is what you make of it. That will give you ability to absorb the shock. That will give you, motive to do something in the life. But in the end, the defeat is going to be there. And when you face the brutal reality after all that, sometimes people can't handle it. Look at Neymar. Neymar is one of the generational talents, but he couldn't win the World Cup. Forget about the World Cup. He could not even win a Ballon d'Or. He failed because he was born with a bad luck. He ended up becoming a football star, but he couldn't be who he wanted to be. And Ronaldo wanted to win the World Cup despite having 5 Ballon d'Ors, 6 Champions Leagues, the Golden Boots, and all those trophies and most goals in the history. I think he's going to end up his career with no World Cup. Because his fate has already been decided. No matter what he does, he won't be able to change his fate. But if he's born with the fixed fate of having the World Cup, probably in 2030, he's going to play at the age of 45 and ended up getting, the trophy. So the reality is not what you create over here. The reality is not what you try to manifest. Reality is what is already there. You can either accept it or not. But if somebody tries to tell you that, you can be whoever the hell you want to be, that is an absolute lie. You cannot. If I want to be Tom Brady, I cannot. Tom Brady is a tall dude. I'm not that tall as Tom Brady. So, as soon as you understand the reality of the world, and you accept how the things work, the life is going to be easier.